Good evening, and welcome to Masterpiece Shitpiece Theater. If you would please kindly take your seats, the show will begin momentarily. Live and unmute us.
Why did the screen move?
Expand your screen. Just expand it.
Oh, the fucking hangout?
Yeah, you're good. You're good. Hey, it's working this time because Anna can hear us all, so we finally got it. All you gotta do is just expand that. No, you're good. Yeah. Anna.
Yes, she can. I was checking it out myself. I'm like, oh wow!
All
I can
right.
hear myself.
See, we've been trying to be fancy, and we finally got it.
Hey, literally, third time is a charm, man.
Right.
Hey, what?
You need to raise up your hangout, the actual hangout screen a little bit though, because you're getting some. See how the cameras are coming out below the crowd there.
Yeah, I gotcha.
All right. Hey, it's working though, and that makes me happy.
Yeah.
We're all special and fancy, and it's amazeballs.
Hey, I'm just happy that they can hear us now. Hello, everybody out there. Hello.
Trying to get it. Like the parameters are locked.
Nice.
There you go. Just kind of now drag it to the left a little bit.
A little to the left, a little more, a little to the right. Shake it on down.
For those of you who are listening to the audio version of this, and I don't know how you would be because we're not on audio platforms yet. I must be having a stroke.
I thought Ace was working on that though. I don't know.
I don't know. I haven't talked to him yet, so we'll have to figure that out.
Oh, okay.
All right.
All right. Anyway, sorry. Let's start the show.
So, how are you fuckers tonight?
I'm better.
I'm better.
Okay. Welcome to Masterpiece Shitpiece Theater, folks. Here's our new look. I hope everybody likes it.
I still say you need to drop the screen down some. It's not expanded fully now.
Leave it be. Leave it be.
Don't touch anything.
Yeah, see, we could fuck with that at some other point.
Yeah.
Well, at least pull it down so you get the crowd effect. Come on now.
Like
Josh, you're gonna end up fucking something up.
Is that it, Josh?
How's that?
I don't know.
There it is.
There we go. See, now there's a crowd effect.
Okay.
Yeah.
People are down front.
Yeah, you just can't see all our heads down here at the bottom. That's okay.
Yeah.
There.
Now
Lordy,
just
Lordy,
unlock
Lordy.
yourself. Just unlock yourself off of Russ, and you got it.
Yeah, I saw
There we
Dust
go.
Little.
Yeah.
Thank you, Dust Mites. Again.
Hey, this is proof you can teach an old dog new tricks.
Dude, I had to figure this shit out because of the fucking driver. All right, let's try this again. Welcome to Masterpiece Shitpiece Theater, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. We got a full show for you tonight. I'm your host, Masterpiece Shitpiece, and we're going to go ahead and do what we usually do and get through these intros quick so we can get you some good content. Josh Fisher, tell them where they can find you on the internet.
Why are you going to build it up like that and sell them short? Give them false hopes, I swear. We're going to give you content. We didn't say it was going to be good.
Amazing content.
We're gonna talk some
We will
shit.
be here.
You can find me every Friday night with you cats here at 9 p.m. ish on the Realm of Collectors YouTube channel. You can also find me occasionally on Off the Runner with most of the fellows from Stasis Lock, and now occasionally Rob and Russ.
Yeah.
And you can find me on the All Queued Up podcast with my friend Greg every other Friday. New episode dropping next week. We're going to be covering the last season of The Punisher because we all know that's coming.
Yeah.
Came out today, be canceled next Friday, guarantee. But other than that, you can find me on Facebook under my regular name, Josh Fisher, and that's where I am.
All right, Rob Milton.
And you expect me to follow up that intro? I feel like an amateur. Hiding on the Realm of Collectors is Rob Milton because reasons. Hiding on the Instagrams where the Transformers have dipped, and it's surprisingly a lot of Gundam all of a sudden. At Rob's Robots. And then every Friday night with you guys, hanging out, chatting it up, being a nerd. I love you, man.
I love you too. God, I got the feels. Russ the Muss. Tell him where you at.
All I got to say is, holy shit, that worked! Wow. And
It's a big deal.
yeah,
people.
I know, right? I was in shock. You can find me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and of course on YouTube. Whenever they're done banning me. And of course I get to be here but I sneak on YouTube through this show. Ha ha!
Yeah.
Round, baby.
Take that, YouTube.
Yes, right. Here every Friday with you guys, and of course every now and then off the runner, I'm trying to do some more episodes down the road where you get to hear Chris berate me because I build high grade 144.
For now.
Yeah, for now. I'm working up, man. It's more my speed. And hopefully eventually I'll be on Saturday nights with Plastic Fanatics whenever James decides he can make it back and be strong.
Yeah. Shout out to James, man. Hope he's doing well. We miss you, James.
Yeah, I hit him up during the holidays, and
yeah,
made
it's good.
sure he knew we were thinking of him.
Yeah, it's cool, dude. It's just good to it's good for him. I think he told me, he said he enjoyed hearing from everybody because he said it's just nice. It just gives him a smile, so that's good. I'm glad, But anyway, not being depressed. Onward.
Samwise.
What's up? You can find me on Instagram at Insta_Sam. Sam meet in the groups, and then I'm in the Realm. That's pretty much the only group I mess around in. And then here every Friday night with you guys.
Dude, he's like all
Wonderful.
Professional and shit, like a teacher or something.
Dude, it's so hard for me to not say thanks for having me.
Bitch, you ain't that far away. I will smack you the next time. I will come down there and
when
smack
you
you.
leave the house and you're like, shit, I'm forgetting something. I said here every Friday night, and then I'm like, thanks for having me. Can't do it.
All right, I'm your
But he
host.
always finds a way to say it.
Yeah, all right. I'm your host, Masterpiece Shitpiece. You can find me, Nick Brammer, on Facebook, Brammer_Nick on Twitter, and at Masterpiece_Shitpiece on Instagram, which I do absolutely nothing with except like pictures and start looking at hot goth girls.
Hell yeah, man.
On TikTok.
Dude.
Oh, TikTok too. Oh yeah, I'm on TikTok.
Whoa. That's what you were saying last night. That's why I brought it up.
Oh God.
Go back for a minute. There's hot goth girls on Twitter.
Yes.
On Instagram.
Yeah.
Dude,
We'll
I know.
tag you on some pages after the show.
Wow.
Hey, chill, Russ. Anna's in the chat.
Oh, she's right behind me, dude.
They'll be sitting there looking at him together.
Yeah,
I know, right?
Hey, no hate. We do the same thing here.
It's clobber Russ, and then his thing's gonna go dead.
So before we get into the show, I want to go over the technical difficulties of the last 3 weeks.
Bum, bum, bum.
First, we couldn't figure out the way to get, for some reason, my computer wouldn't get Hangouts to go through OBS. That was the first week.
And then I figured it out because I had actually solved that exact same issue with a friend of ours, Shoki, for his channel. And then he reminded me the next day. He's like, "Oh, did you check that was wrong with mine?" I was like, "Damn it!" And that's what it was. Then, go ahead, Nick.
Second week. Again, Hangouts didn't want to go through my drivers, and we couldn't get the audio to work. Last week, we got visual, but all you guys could hear was me. So we finally got that figured out. So me and Josh have been going nuts for 3 weeks now, trying to get this shit to work.
Dude, I'm relieved that it is
Yeah.
working.
We have curtains.
We got
We have-
curtains.
We've got curtains, and look, everybody in the chat, they've got their seats down front. You know, I see Anna down there. I see Eric down there. I see KJ down there.
Hey,
like
Dust,
that,
wake
like a
up.
romper room. I see you. I see you. Hi. You know.
Dust asleep
Well-
in his chair as usual.
Yeah,
right.
Dust is kicked
Gentlemen,
back, relax, and
all
rest.
I got to say is thank you guys for all the work you did on
thanks
getting
for
the
your
show,
Josh
dude.
Josh
for
doing
sure.
the
I
work.
know.
It was just me
And
clicking on
well-
things to fucking figure it
Well,
out.
Well, thank you guys both for figuring it out. It's fucking awesome. I thought it was great, and you guys are awesome, dude. I'm the most like non-tech savvy person on the planet, so I would have no idea what I was doing.
Yeah, and so guys, stay after the show too, because there is end credits even. Ooh.
Yeah. Dust.
The post-credit scene. I'm just joking.
Yeah.
This is something I've had in my mind for a while now because we were hanging out in a hangout one night, and Dust was like, "I really want to do something to make the shows stand out." And I was like, "Dude, you know, I can teach people how to use OBS, and we can make
What are you talking about?
intros, we can make outros, we can make segment breaks, we can make overlays, and we can do it all through OBS." And it's just getting to sit down and get your settings right and learning these programs, and it's just like boom, you know. And I've got this software, this editing program. I was like, I want to see what I can do making an intro. So I've been working on this. I started it one day in December, mid-December. I put the intro and the outro together and the overlay, and I was like, what do you guys think? You know, and I took input from Sam and Russ and Rob and Nick, and Lowry helped me out too, because, you know, when I was testing it, he would watch and give me some feedback. So, you know, everybody was instrumental, and I'm just, you know, I put in a lot of hours on this, but I wanted to make it something different, something to make everybody say, oh shit, this isn't just your standard everyday show. These guys are doing something. Let's tune in and take a look.
Yeah, so Josh did the massive lion's share of the work. And
Unfortunately, between Josh's good work and his other good work, they have to deal with us.
You're good. You're good.
All right, so why don't we go ahead and get into our news this week? And as you guys know, we did our list of the top Marvel stories last week. This week will be the DC stories after we get through our news. So, first on the agenda, teaser trailer for Ghostbusters 3.
I finally got to watch that. and
Did
I
you?
am Psyched.
I mean, it's a proper teaser. They basically said that we're making Ghostbusters 3.
Yeah.
Nothing more, nothing less. But
Yeah, pretty much.
They're bringing the son of the original director to come on and direct and co-write it.
Oh,
You've got original cast members with serious input on them. I mean,
Yeah.
Are they bringing like the old crew back? I don't know anything about this. Other
yes.
Well, from what
than-
places we're reporting today, that Ernie Hudson says we're all in, as in, yes, we want to be in the movie, but Sony hasn't called us to hire us for the movie yet. But if they do call, we're in, you know. But there's been nothing confirmed about any of the cast. Rotman's being very tight-lipped. I mean, the news just dropped that he was doing it Tuesday, and then Wednesday was that trailer that popped up out of nowhere.
Okay, I didn't realize it was that quick of a turnaround, man.
Yeah,
They've been
man.
Yeah.
they've been doing production under like a code name or something for the last several months, I guess.
Yeah, that's kind of common, right? I think I'm surprised that it's so quick after the reboot one, because I feel like they usually wait a little bit longer.
Well,
I think with the reboot and the whole, you know, backlash from it being an all woman cast and everything.
It wasn't that it was an all woman cast. It was that
it was just a bad movie.
That too. Dust says supposedly there's
yeah.
little kids in it and they're going the
There you
Stranger
go.
Things route, which would be
Yeah,
cool
there
to
you
see, you know, like Bill Murray,
Yeah, just like-
Ernie, and, you know,
Like,
Dan
I'm
Aykroyd.
on the car, you know.
Yeah, actually, there was a podcast I was listening to today during at work that was talking about how they could make this work, and that was something that was brought up. Is they're kind of going the Stranger Things route, and that the way he explained it, basically, they are all, you know, in order to make it work, his premise was, you know, these three guys have gone their own way and they wind up back together because of some unforeseen circumstance. Like in this case, they could play off Egon's death. They're going to his funeral in this little
that'd be
rinky-dink
cool.
town.
That'd be
And
cool.
then shit goes awry and
Yeah.
they got to come back together and pass the buck on to the next group of ghost.
So, they're going to have a bunch of little kids running around with proton packs on their
This-
back and shit?
This ain't confirmed.
Who
This was
knows?
just this was just
okay.
an idea.
Oh.
This is an idea that was passed around.
It would have
Yeah.
been my little brother's fucking dream when he was a kid.
Dude, every one of us that were kids back
Right,
then
yeah.
wanted to be Ghostbusters.
Hell
I mean,
yeah.
Hell yeah. Dude, I had the
Yeah.
proton pack. I ran around all over.
Did you
town with
really?
that thing.
Did
Hell
you
yeah.
have
Yeah, we had it all, man.
I wanted to be Venkman.
Laced up.
I know.
I was a straight up nerd. I was all about Egon.
Hello, Gabriel and Jimmy Friday.
What's up, guys? I was Winston, man. That was my guy.
Nice.
Jimmy
But,
Friday. Nice.
One of the things I was thinking, you know, it's like, okay, this trailer, it captured the feel and the tone of the original. You had that classic music. You had this eerie setting, and then you see somebody's trying to start a proton pack in a barn. And you
Right.
know, the wind's picking up, the music's picking up tempo, and you see the Ecto-1, the original, underneath that tarp. And I was like, oh,
Yeah.
holy shit.
Yes.
So I got to thinking, I was like, how's Ecto-1 in a barn? Why
That
is
shit's giving me
Ecto-1 in a
goosebumps already.
barn? So I got to thinking, you know, a way they could set it up is, you know, the Ghostbusters are disbanded. They're an afterthought, and the city probably sued the shit out of them for damages to the Statue of Liberty and the museum and everything, and they just couldn't stay afloat, and the city seized all their assets and auctioned them off. And this is some kid whose dad probably bought Ecto-1 and the proton packs and shit, and just bought all that shit at auction. And that's how they came into it. And somehow the original team's going to have to mentor them and teach them. That's what I'm thinking.
You
Just
know,
my speculative theory.
this is a little off the wall, but I had a thought on that today. If this is the direction they're going with, and they have all these ghosts in this containment unit, right? They go under. What happens to the containment unit?
Well, that's the thing. You saw what happened when the containment unit gets shut down in the first one.
Yep.
Everybody gets released. I'm sure there's nothing in that containment unit anymore.
So the ghost has been running wild for 20 years.
Jimmy Friday says they opened a ghost busting school. Ghostbusters are teaching class.
Hell yeah.
That'd be great.
Oh, man. I'm excited. I'll give it a chance, obviously. I think most of us will.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I'm absolutely more excited for what this teaser showed us than I was anything about the most recent attempt. And, you know, it's nothing against that cast. The all-female cast did not bother me.
No, because
No, the writing failed. The writing.
The
was terrible.
writing of that movie was terrible. That movie was just bad.
That movie made me hate Kristen Wiig.
Damn.
And I love Kristen Wiig, but yeah, I couldn't stand
I
her
don't
in
know.
that one.
I didn't like. Chris Hemsworth. It drove me nuts. I wanted to like
what's
pull my
the
fucking hair out. Oh,
Kate
It's a bummer.
McKinnon? Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Dude, I love her in everything I've seen except for that.
Mm-hmm.
So that's like a case. I mean, it's just the writing.
But I also hate Melissa McCarthy.
Yeah, I can't stand
I
her.
cannot stand her.
But yeah, all the others like them a lot.
Leslie
And
Jones is my girl.
she's funny as shit, man. But yeah, that was just a badly done attempt. And you know, it's nothing against the filmmaker of that one. I loved Bridesmaids. I thought that was funny as shit and most of them that were in that movie were in that in Bridesmaids.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So it wasn't the cast, it was the writing.
Yeah, it
Wow.
screamed of quick cash grab.
You know what though? Isn't that how it is though? You only find some excuse as to why the movie wasn't good, right? So they're automatically going to blame. Well, they're automatically saying the reason why it wasn't accepted is because it's an all-woman cast. It's
Yeah,
like
that's-
that has nothing to do with it. It was a shit, the shitty movie. What do you want?
Yeah, I mean, if
Yeah.
the movie was good, I mean, I wouldn't have any complaints. But like,
Right?
you look back and like
Yeah.
that was the feedback at the time.
Mm.
You know, going into the
Yeah.
movie, and
Tricky.
then once it fails, that goes more into
Right.
the echo chamber.
Yeah, exactly.
I
It's
get
very
that
frustrating.
they're like trying to bank on nostalgia, right? And that's the thing that happens nowadays a lot. But you can't do that in name alone. You know, you got to capture the spirit of whatever the franchise is that you're trying to.
Yeah, and the only way they're going to catch the spirit of the original is if they seriously get in Aykroyd and have him working on the writing too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it was him and Harold Ramis that pretty much wrote the original movie, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I think so.
Yeah. Aykroyd did a bulk of the writing and Ramis did some contributions, but
Think they're gonna get Sigourney?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
They need to get Sigourney. and
Right
they need
now,
What about the baby?
ahead, Rob.
Ghostbusters? What do you think he's doing nowadays?
Rick Moranis. Oh, the baby. Oh,
Baby Oscar. Baby Oscar.
yeah.
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 I don't know if that kid's still alive, actually. No, I'm not saying that jokingly. I thought I read about a year or two ago
Did
that
you
that
really?
kid passed away.
Oh, God.
I'm
Oh,
not
gee,
sure.
that's sad, dude. That's terrible.
I'm not 100% sure. Don't quote me on that.
Way to
Okay.
bring it down. Fuck, Josh.
Yeah.
God damn.
I'm just saying.
God
I
damn.
blame Vigo. Vigo the Carpathian came back.
That's what I was
Hey.
gonna say. The kid's probably Vigo and nobody knows.
In real life, he really got possessed.
Another reboot
Uh,
got announced this week. Turtles.
Well, just to clarify, this Ghostbusters movie is not a reboot. Rotman did say it is a continuation of the
Okay.
original story.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
they've pretty much confirmed that
Yeah.
other movie
Yeah.
wasn't
I'm
canon.
sorry, a sequel. We got a reboot of Turtles announced. Well, there is a sequel of
Sequel, not a
Ghostbusters.
reboot.
I am so sorry.
Well, I mean, if we're going to report news, let's do a half-ass job. of it.
I hear you. I hear you.
We do
Love
a
it.
fast job of it. That's what we're all about.
That's what this show is, man. There's no
So-
fact checking going
so
on here.
You guys, I didn't hear. I mean, I heard a little bit about this. What's the turtle So I know
Okay.
they just did this new tour. They just did 2 turtle movies, right?
Yeah.
Where they
Yeah.
had what's her name from Transformers, Megan Fox
Megan Fox, yeah.
in it, and I guess they didn't like the way that went, so
and
they're
her
going to
weird
redo
little
it again.
boy ass.
I actually didn't
Yeah.
mind Megan Fox in that movie. Like, she was way better there than in Transformers.
Yeah, I agree. And I loved the first one. I hated the second one.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
the deal with this is I believe that it's still being produced by Platinum Dunes. Michael Bay has nothing to do with it this time.
Good news. Good
Ah.
move.
It's
Well, he
the
was just
right-
executive producer on the last ones, but his name's enough to taint anything.
Dude,
these days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
all over those fucking movies, man.
So it's like I said, it's gonna be Platinum Dunes still, but it's the original writing team for the first movie, and they also did A Quiet Place.
So they
So-
can tell a story. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a damn good movie. And basically what they're saying is they're looking at the live action Jimmy Friday. So basically what they're saying is that these guys are in charge. The guys that did A Quiet Place.
Cool. Yeah, because that did well, right?
Yeah.
Man, and in that first one, they did nail like the brother aspect of Ninja Turtles.
Yes.
Which is really important. And
Yeah.
like that was in the first comics. That was in the original movie, and like that's the thread that kind of it's like what we just talked about with reboots. Like you got to capture the spirit, and for me, that's what like the spirit of Ninja Turtles is, the brother aspect. You know,
Exactly.
if you grew up with brothers, you can relate to that shit, or siblings. Maybe I don't know. I had 6 brothers growing up, so that's like what keeps Ninja Turtles like near and dear to my heart to this day.
And what they were saying, they did a interview on some red carpet. I didn't see what it was for, but that's what they were talking about. Is that A Quiet Place was a movie that revolved around family, and we want to take that into Turtles.
That's kind of what the first movie was originally too.
Yeah. So
Interesting.
Turtles could be good again.
Hopefully, Splinter. They do a better job with Splinter. I didn't
mind the Splinter in the last 2.
Yeah, I didn't like it, but I mean, I guess he was okay, but I don't know.
I mean, he was definitely a lot more rat-like than you've ever seen.
That's kind of what it is. Maybe I like having him look a little more humanoid, and he was very rat-like.
Jimmy Friday says, "Bring back Vanilla Ice. Make Vanilla."
Dude, Jimmy Friday is a dope ass name, man. Every time you say it, I'm like,
I know, right? It is a cool name.
That sounds like it should be a sandwich shop.
It sounds like it should be like a fucking extra on The Sopranos.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yo, Jimmy Friday, you go to
Jimmy Friday.
Tyler was asking who would want to play April.
Mila Kunis.
I want the girl from Batman, dude.
The girl from what?
Oh, Christina Hendricks.
You got a fat. Sorry.
How about Isla Fisher?
I gotta Google her.
Chick from Wedding Crashers.
I will Google her in a second.
Yeah.
I guess you spell that like Island.
No, ISLA.
ISLA.
This is gonna sound really weird, but you know who I think could do it?
Do all right.
That chick from the Guild.
Felicia Day.
That's the one. Yeah. I could see her pulling off a pretty good nerdy April.
She was good.
Honestly,
she's good in Supernatural.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'd like to see a different take on April, and I wouldn't mind it being Zazie Beetz, the girl that played Domino in the last Deadpool movie.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
cool.
I like her.
I like the grunt. The grunting is strong.
Sounds like a Tim Allen comedy special.
I did not mean for grunting to happen there. What the hell?
Don't worry about it. It's okay, Josh.
Inner John addict. I named Dave. He's like, go ninja, go ninja.
Yeah, when I was gonna say, Jimmy Friday said, "Bring back Vanilla Ice. Make fucking
keep talking.
Vanilla Ice voice Splinter." There you go.
Oh God!
Damn it, Dave! You're killing me.
Oh man,
Dave, you've been eating those brownies again.
Oh, God.
He's always eating those brownies.
Keep talking tits, guys. All right. Anyway.
Good shit.
I love it. That's good.
We're blowing through the snooze.
So is everybody excited? Is everyone kind of looking forward to that reboot? I mean,
I'm excited about it.
I'm not opposed to it. I always like a new take on the Turtles.
Okay.
Latest cartoon.
Yeah, it's shitty, but I mean, that's cool. Then they'll have at least 4 or 5 of us here. They'll go see it.
Yeah, and now the more I think
Jimmy
about
Friday
it,
is killing me in the chat. He says Vanilla Ice can renovate the turtle lair for his new reality show.
That's something he's been doing for about a decade now. Is buying and flipping houses.
Yeah, I forgot that he does that shit. That's right.
Yeah.
Have you guys ever heard his rock music that he does?
Yeah, he did like
Sounds like the damn Limp Bizkit crowd.
Yeah,
dude.
I want to see him do that.
He does like a. He does like a metal version of Ice Ice Baby. I've got
Ice,
I've got it on.
baby.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
wanna
I've got it
see
on-
And guess what? It's still just as bad as the
Yeah, I
original.
was gonna say.
Hey,
Oh, you know what?
that's
You know
a
what?
classic. Stop hating.
Everyone says they hate on it, but y'all were rocking that shit when it was out. Don't
And
you?
I
everyone a good
was, but I was
motherfucker.
also dumb as fuck back then too. And
So
I
what?
acquired taste as I got older.
You know, if that shit comes on the radio in your car and you're by yourself, you
You're
turn
like,
that shit up.
Yup,
But
you're
think
jam rocking
about-
the head.
All right,
Think
stop.
about him doing a cameo.
I can
on this.
actually say no, because when Misty and Madison and I traveled up to Maryland for New Year's at the Pinkertons, that song came on the radio, and I noped right the fuck out of it.
What radio
That's 'cause you
station
had
were
people
you
in the
listening
car.
to?
A shitty one, because we had a very hard time finding a decent radio station driving up there.
Yeah, I never hear that shit played on the radio.
Tyler
anymore.
Tyler asked if you want to see Casey Jones.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes,
absolutely. I want to see
Yeah.
Casey Jones.
Yeah.
He's a
I want to see
Yeah.
a hardcore version of Casey Jones.
Yeah, I mean, we definitely need. Okay, Casey Jones is awesome, man. He's like my favorite character. He's like my favorite character other than the
I
Turtles.
like in the Nickelodeon cartoon. It wasn't. I love the '90s movie version of Casey Jones, and then the original comic version. But the cartoon it's a cartoon. The Nickelodeon one. I like that iteration of Casey Jones too. Like he was just kind of like a punk, like skater type kid,
Yeah.
and I like that. But yeah, that I definitely want to see. I don't know who I want to play him.
I want to see a
Like,
Vanilla
like,
Ice
yeah.
cameo, and I want him to do a metal cover of Ice Ice Baby. And I
Vanilla
want
Ice
to see Rocksteady and Bebop kicking ass to it.
away from Ninja Turtle.
Okay, see, there's your problem. You're wanting Rocksteady and Bebop in the movie. Come on
I
now.
don't need that, man. I
What's
want
wrong
the
with
Shredder.
Rocksteady?
I want the Shredder.
I know Rocksteady and Bebop. Are great.
Give me classic Shredder. Give me classic Foot Clan.
Okay.
You know,
Gosh.
and you don't start out with Rocksteady and Bebop.
Well, you have to build up
You know.
to it.
No.
You got to build up to it. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm just saying, if you're rebooting, don't start
Right.
out with them.
You gotta go with
And
Krang.
do a better job than do a better job than what they did with that last movie. I mean,
Krang wasn't. They didn't use him enough. Or they didn't lead up to it. Like, if they would have done a third movie with a little more expansion on him, they took him out too fast.
Yeah.
yeah, they just
Frank-
that second movie was just bad.
Did he? I didn't see the second movie. Did Krang
I
have the
didn't either.
android body?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Did he? Did they do a good job on that? Did that look like it should look, or did it kind of fuck it up?
It looked
it
good.
looked pretty cool. It really did.
Because I always thought that was cool when in the old cartoon, because the android body was badass.
Oh, yeah. Like Eric said, don't forget Usagi Yojimbo. Give us a couple movies in. I would love to see a take on Usagi.
Nothing like a samurai bunny. I love it.
Yeah.
Legit, he is my favorite character from the original
Oh
cartoon.
man, that's pretty cool. All right. Have we turtled it up enough?
No, you can
Never.
never turtle it up enough.
All right.
Never turtle it up enough.
Every Friday, Baxter Stockman. That'd be cool.
Oh, yeah, it would.
Yeah,
Jeff
and
Goldblum is Baxter
not Tyler
Stockman.
Perry. Not Tyler Perry is Baxter
Jeff
Stockman like in the
Goldblum.
last one.
Oh, fuck.
Dude, yeah, the fly.
I don't know. I mean,
Fuck yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong. That would be awesome because it makes sense. But Jeff Goldblum's pretty old now.
Yeah.
You know,
So
Yeah,
it's
but
Baxter
you should
Stockman,
go with.
though.
Baxter
Yeah.
Stockman doesn't have to be a young buck.
Fly for the most part.
No, but I would prefer it to be. I'd like to see him go with unknowns. Give me something so
Nah,
new
I
and
want a fucking
fresh.
all-star cast, man.
They're not, Josh. I hear what you're saying, Josh, but they won't do that, dude. They're gonna have some star power in it. They have to.
Well, yeah, they got to have some star power.
Yeah,
Yes, I
they're
agree.
doing that, so.
But
They're-
Give me Rain as the Shredder.
Who?
The dude that played Storm Shadow, Rain.
Oh, yeah.
okay.
I want Shredder to be like a big dude, like a big jack dude.
Fucking
look-
Kevin Nash is available again.
Dude, he's got to be Japanese.
Yeah, but hold on. But Kevin Nash played Shredder after he took the mutant gen.
Yeah, and he
yeah,
had a
that was super shit.
And
He
he had
said he
Super
wanted
Shredder.
a Jack Shredder, man.
Yeah, I
You
know,
want a
but
Jack Shredder?
Japanese guy. There is one out there.
If you go get the guy who does the voice for Kratos in God of War 4. Do you see
like
him
that?
on the Video Game Awards?
No,
Yeah, he's a pretty good sized guy.
Gigantic.
Yeah, he's a big dude. He is a big guy.
I gotta Google that dude.
You
Is he
get-
Japanese though?
No.
Gotta have a Rokusaki, man.
Yeah.
Between that voice and that size, if he can act worth at anything, which given his voice performance, he should be able to. That would be a dope ass Shredder.
Remember, it's the movie, guys. They're not going to have any of those characters at all. So
No.
Nah, but Rain would be a really good choice for Shredder, I think.
No, that'd be cool, Nick. That'd be
Yeah.
cool. Because the dude that played the original Shredder, he was small.
yeah, he wasn't too big. Well, I mean, Shredder's not supposed to be a big, bulky guy.
Yeah.
It's not-
The turtles are only like 4 foot tall.
Yeah, that's the thing. They're like my size, you know.
Yeah.
Look at Sam. You can play a turtle, Sam. All right.
They were a size 7.
Sam's gonna go out and start training for fucking martial arts next week. He's like, I'm gonna be a new turtle.
You assume he doesn't already know how.
Sam gets to be
Word.
Donatello. All right. You can be Donnie, man.
Sam's definitely the Michelangelo.
Okay, yeah, Mikey.
Yeah.
Mikey, yeah. Oh, that's awesome. All right, Nick. What else we got, Bubba?
All right. 2 really good trailers dropped this week. John Wick 3 Parabellum.
Let's go. Let's go.
John Wick.
Yo.
We're gonna watch it.
Wick on a horse, man.
Crazy,
Riding a
dude.
motorcycle with a samurai sword. It's just like, I hear him deliver some lines and like he sounds like Keanu Reeves, right? And it's like kind of goofy, but like I love these movies, man. Like, they just need to keep making them.
Dude,
You know,
I really think
we're gonna
that,
be here on the show in 2022 talking about John Wick 6, and I'm gonna say the same thing. I'm like, oh, we get to see Keanu Reeves fuck some dudes up. Let's go.
So
I
to
wanna
answer
see-
Deluxe's question on around 30 minutes, that's where you see MPSP Theater in 5 years. Talking about fucking John Wick 6.
Pretty.
They need to do a crossover movie. John Wick versus the Equalizer.
oh shit.
Oh yeah, man, that'd be cool.
That'd be cool.
That's that Denzel Washington one.
Yeah, man.
I haven't seen the second one, but the first one, me and my wife went and saw that in theaters. Man, that shit was good.
I used to watch the old TV show.
Yeah.
Equalizer. I didn't know that was a show, man.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
was
like a
TV show.
70s.
That's cool.
So John Wick dropped and Spider-Man dropped.
Oh, that Spider-Man trailer looks
Let's unpack for this.
What's up?
Anybody or anyone have any like guess on the timeline of this?
It's got to be after
It's
Infinity
definitely-
War.
It's
Yeah,
after Infinity
Well,
War.
Endgame.
Endgame, yeah, because he remember. I don't feel good, Mr. Stark.
Yeah, that's why I think I was like, well, shit, maybe they squeezed this in before. Because I don't know how much time
Kevin Feige confirmed today it takes place after the next Avengers movie.
Oh,
You out. That's why
we're basically
I
confirming at that point in time that at least Spider-Man's coming back,
Well,
so some timelines getting
which-
reversed.
And
yeah,
I
which
mean,
we all-
I don't know how I feel about that, man. Because like, yeah, we all knew it. Like, we know they're not going to kill off Spider-Man. But like for like the general audience,
you think they're giving some
I
shit
feel
away?
I feel like what we talk about with DC, like this just creates confusion. You know, like
But,
we knew as
Yeah,
soon
but
as
this movie's coming out after Endgame.
After Endgame, yeah, it'll be out after Endgame.
And let's think about it this way: the general audience, are they really going to know what's what? I mean, are they going to be the ones that are looking up the news and saying, "Oh, this actually takes place"?
Dude,
as this part of the
somebody's gonna see that trailer and be like, "Shit, I thought Spider-Man was dead." Oh, I guess they bring him back to life, and then like I feel like that might take something away. I don't know.
Yeah,
That's what I'm not thinking of myself. I knew as soon as he died that he was coming back because it's fucking Spider-Man, and I know how comic books work, right?
right.
Nobody actually dies, you know. But
Oh man.
it's like we've talked about this on the show, like with Endgame or with anything coming out afterwards, like they could not release a trailer, and I would be cool with it. But they got to do this from marketing, so I get it. I guess
Yeah.
I mean, this is the first time they've done something like this. So there's no right way to do it at this point.
And what's funny to me
Yeah.
is to go off on a little tangent
Well, let's
from
go.
what was leaked. Disney was supposed to be doing a year-long build-up to Episode 9. And we ain't seen shit yet.
Man, I
for,
wonder. Yeah, because with the Force Awakens, we got a trailer a year out in December of 2014. We haven't seen shit for this, and
Maybe they're
you know
waiting
what?
for the Super Bowl. The Super Bowl's like 3 weeks away, but
because
Yeah, that's probably what will happen.
we keep hearing like trailer coming soon. But
Yeah.
I think that they're kind of being careful after Solo, and it's like not like that movie didn't lose money because people didn't want to go see it. It lost money because they had to double their budget,
Yeah.
right?
Mhm.
But I think that they kind of realize that like people need a little bit more space with Star Wars. That you can't do it like you do with Marvel with multiple movies a year.
yeah.
So I think they might just be waiting, and I mean they're gonna make their money.
Sam, I think you hit the nail on the head, Sam. I think they're trying to be a little like, we're not going to shove this down your throat. We're going to give you a little bit of time. Going to hold off,
Yeah.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah, me too.
Like at this point, I don't need to know everything beforehand.
I just want to see.
Yeah,
I want to see something.
He's going to see Ray with a
Fucking
lightsaber.
Jonesing.
That's it.
Yeah,
Dude, it's only been like 6 months since the last Star Wars movie came out.
we're going on
Or
a
7
year,
months,
right?
8 months.
A year.
See, the problem is at the end of Solo, they showed Darth Maul, and now Brammer's over here jizzing himself.
Yeah.
That's not why, though. I mean, he's doing that because of other reasons. He's
I won't-
thinking about.
Theater. He was googling
said-
girls. He wants to play April O'Neil, and that's why he's doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I won't even lie to you.
I was gonna say.
That was that scene when Darth Maul, she pulls and Darth Maul comes up. I was like, holy
Yeah.
fuck. Because I'm such a huge fan of him. So I mean
Dude, I'm a Christmas fan.
yeah. And
Dang.
you know, the whole Black Sun and all the crime syndicates, those are really cool stories that have been really untouched a lot.
Yeah,
You know,
if they pull Shizor into the movies,
Oh, Shizor is badass. And Anna likes Shizor. I was wondering if she liked that thing.
Yeah, you want the couch still?
Badass.
and since I'm on a tangent, there's good news. We covered a couple weeks ago the Star Wars fan film, Shards of the Past,
Oh, yeah.
Vader.
Yeah.
So we had this
Mhm.
week to mix some bad news
Yeah.
and some good news.
Yeah,
You
at
know?
first,
We
one
need
of
to
the
structure this according to our show.
yeah, one of the companies that works with Disney doing sound put a copyright strike on the Star Wars fan film that we told y'all to go watch, which is amazeballs.
Yeah, I finally got to see that, and holy shit, it's
Ooh.
good.
It is good.
And
It's
so they put a copyright strike on to that guy's channel. It was looking like his channel might get shut down. They had monetized the fan film so that they were getting any revenue from it.
Yeah,
And-
he was already missing out on like 80 grand, he said.
yeah.
He knew that going in, but he did it anyways. Like, he was
Yeah.
like, I can't make money off this. Like, he's like, I understand that, but I think
Yeah.
when he created his channel, that was his goal, was to make this movie.
Yeah, well, and his original agreement with Lucasfilm was that it would not get monetized, period,
Right.
dot end, for anybody. It would just be a fan film.
Yeah, and he was like, that sucks, but he wanted to do it. So
A bunch of, I guess, a couple thousand people messaged Lucasfilms and they told the other company to back off. So the copyright claim is done.
under threats of violence, no.
Yeah.
Are you serious? That really
Yeah.
that's cool as shit.
Yeah.
There were YouTubers were putting
Oh.
videos out like crazy. They rallied the troops over this shit, and
Yeah.
it went away.
That's pretty awesome, actually.
That's
Look at
not
that,
something
man.
that you usually see.
No, it's not. Power of
Yeah.
the fucking internet.
Yeah.
My guess is it was some intern that put the damn thing on to begin with,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and it was Lucasfilm coming back and saying, "Oh no, we are not pissing these fans off."
Yeah.
Star Wars nerds unite.
It
I like it.
really is. Like, if he's not making money off of it, like, what are they losing? It's not
Right.
like he's telling
Yeah.
a story or like, well, we were going to tell that same story in a comic or a film or
Yeah.
something. You know?
Yeah.
And it's
Nothing more.
as many views as his shit's going to get. It has so much more limited audience than Because I mean, like YouTube Star Wars content is still like it's big in our heads, right? But it's probably still a very niche thing.
Yeah. Well, if I understand the copyright strike part of it, that the copyright strike was an automated thing that got fixed pretty quick, like almost right away.
Yeah.
The monetization, however, that was they put a copyright claim on it at that point.
Yeah, it was a sound company that works with Disney.
Yeah.
Because they said that the theme was too close to the Imperial March and all this other stuff.
Yeah, he actually hired a composer to do the music for it.
Yeah.
But it wasn't. It definitely was different. I mean, it's definitely different music. I mean, when I watched it, it's definitely not the same shit.
Yeah, I didn't get that feel. So
Those assholes. Anyway,
But Lucas,
you're right.
in the end, Lucasfilm stepped in and said, "Yeah, we've already made these people mad enough. Let's not continue to do so."
Yeah. Oh, that's good. Well, that's good though. I mean, man, come on. Look,
I'd like to know the ins and outs of that, but
yeah. I mean, how come? It makes me so angry, man. It's like if there's a fucking couple bucks to be made. No way, get out of here, man.
yeah, I mean, like
If they
even
were
the not crowdfunding, like I get Disney or Lucasfilm being like you can't you can't make money off their stuff unless you're in some type of licensing deal, right?
Right. I get that.
You know,
and he had a pseudo licensing agreement with them to use the likenesses and the characters and things like that under the stipulation that he couldn't crowdfund, he couldn't make money of any kind on it. It had to be he had to provide the funds to do it and do it as a fan film.
and like to me, it's like even worst case for Disney or Lucasfilms, like at worst case, like this brings more eyes to Star Wars.
Yeah.
Which is how can that be a bad thing for them?
And looking at the quality of the work on that video,
and
they should be hiring his ass.
I was about to say that.
Like without that fan film, we wouldn't have talked about Star Wars that week or this week because there's nothing else coming out.
Yeah.
Right.
Now there's another one that's coming out. It's not by Star Wars Theory. It's by another group, and it's based on they were gonna do a video game about like the crime on Coruscant.
1313.
Yeah, so they're doing a 1313 fan film.
That's pretty cool. Damn. All right.
That'd be interesting.
I wish that game had not been canceled. I was really excited about that game.
They had a trailer and everything, right?
Yeah.
That was the one Visceral was doing, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was amazing looking as well. And what sucks is there was another open world Star Wars game that, like, within the past 24 hours was announced as canceled.
Yeah. EA's been basically trying to shaft Disney and Lucas at this point. I think they're still fighting over the whole Battlefront thing.
Yeah.
I'd say more than likely EA's contract when it ends with Disney and Lucasfilm for the Star Wars games, it will not be renewed.
Oh, it's done. They're toast.
And just real quick, like even with 1313, like they had introduced that in the Clone Wars, kind of after that announcement. So like that was like kind of like leading into the game coming out, but that was like right around the Disney buyout.
I gotcha.
How stupid do you have to be to lose the license for that franchise?
Yeah, I know. I mean, that's money.
Well,
I mean,
Kenner didn't pay $10,000 one year, and that's what happened.
Yeah, that's. Well, it wasn't Kenner.
You,
that was after Hasbro bought Kenner.
I'll tell you, it's money. It's money if you utilize it properly, though. And EA's has been fucking up left and right. So we could go. We've already done enough branding about that. But
dude, I still like Battlefront 2. It's dope.
Well, I think it's a good game. I just
hope if I could get the damn thing to run for shit.
Oh, you having problems with that?
It does not like my dude. I got a hellacious PC and I can't even play it on 720p.
See, I'm playing it on the PS4.
Yeah, I'm playing on PS4 too. So.
I can't. I don't know what it is. I can't play FPSs on a fucking PC.
Oh, dude,
I know it's better and all that shit, but I need a controller and
need to.
Yeah,
I understand.
I go both ways. I wanted the extra resolution and stuff on the PC, and I can play everything else cranked to the 9s. I can't even run Battlefront. That's an optimization fuck up.
Probably.
You know what the weird thing is? Like, I know you guys are probably sick of me talking about League, but
Oh, here we go again.
I'm running 2 760s in SLI, and I can't run it at maximum.
Yeah, but 760 GPUs, that's like 7-8 years back.
And you guys are talking about it.
Because I can run, and like I got a 1060 Ti in mine, and I can burn it like nothing.
Well,
I gotta
the thing is that, like, for whatever reason, the 760s aren't compatible with League.
That's weird.
It doesn't make sense to me. I was looking and I saw a 1080 Ti today for like $250.
Do it.
Yeah, I'm thinking about it.
Do it.
Do it.
Do it.
All right,
I was wrong.
guys.
I was wrong. Mine's a 1070, not a 1060.
I got that RX 580, the Radeon, which is compatible with the 1080.
Yeah.
For like $225. So
I can't do it. I can't do AMD and I can't do Radeon. I'm a whore for Intel and Nvidia.
Look at you.
You goddamn brand loyalists.
I know you.
I am. The one time
power's power, man.
The one time I had a fucking Radeon card, it fucking burnt out on me. I've had these damn 760s for like 5 years now, and they run everything except for League, which is the fucking craziest thing.
Man, I've got customers that are the same way. They have something, they're brand loyal to it. And they'll be you can try to give them the same thing, exact same thing, but made by a different company, and they'll swear it's different.
Well, it's the same thing with cars, man.
You sound like a Fans Toys fan.
Dude, it's the same thing with cars. You're either a Ford guy, a Chevy guy, or a Mopar guy. You know what I'm saying?
Went through that. I went through that with my buddy's wife, and they're shopping for a car. I said, "Go drive this." I can't drive a Ford. Oh, for fuck's sake.
Man,
oh yeah.
I've driven some Fords and I can't do it. I got to test drive a Challenger. Oh my god.
Dude, go drive an Explorer with the EcoBoost V6 and then tell me the same thing.
Dude, a Challenger.
I'd take the Explorer.
Oh,
it's
fast.
Unless you're talking SRT, the Explorer's faster.
Yeah, dude, it was is it the SRT TI?
The SRT is the 392, and the Hellcat is the one with the supercharger.
There was, I think it was a Hellcat.
If it's the 700 horsepower supercharged motor.
Yeah. Dude, I was afraid the fucking front was going to come up. Once you hit the fucking gas, it's fucking insane.
Yep, and you know what? Every time you hit the gas, your gas gauge goes.
Yeah, dude, I did notice that, dude. On the test drive, like I only did a couple miles, and I went through a quarter tank of gas. I was like, holy shit.
Put that fucker on the highway, and it'll get mid-20s.
Damn.
I shit you not.
That's not bad, but as long as you're highway driving all the time.
Yeah. Around here, it's all stop and go bullshit.
Right.
With these fucking blue hairs trying to kill you in parking lots.
Out of the boost, and your fuel mileage won't suck. You'll also have back tires still.
Yeah,
he said
dude.
Blue hairs. He said blue hairs.
That's what they are, man. But
oh god, man. I love it.
Yeah, the fucking.
You ever see them when they get it? It's like really purple.
Yeah, man, it's fucking crazy, dude. This is Florida. I see them everywhere. I've seen them with.
Well, that's where they go to die.
Yeah,
He's just trying to go to die.
I've seen them with. Oh God, like you'll see like 70-year-old women with purple hair.
Yeah,
it's fucking nuts, dude.
You talking about Florida?
Yeah.
Yeah, they think that it's black, but it comes out purple.
Yeah.
Oh god. Oh, it's so funny. I'm envisioning all these elderly people with like fucking purple hair.
Well, it's because their shit's so wide underneath and so gray it doesn't hold the black pigment and it comes out purple.
Oh, Jesus Christ. That's wild shit, dude.
What are you talking about?
We're talking about old women with blue hair.
About old ladies with
Old
purple
ladies.
blue hair and shit, dude. Get out of here. It's so funny. Florida's a crazy ass state. I'm telling you. Oh, man.
Just to see what's up.
This may be
Dude,
the
it's-
off the rails podcast we have done since burgers.
I was about to do an FMK, but never mind.
I want to go to like Hood Rat, Florida, and just see what it's all about.
Dude, come on. I got a fucking Florida room for you.
Dude, I'll come stay around, man. We'll hit some dive bars, man.
Tyler in the
Oh my
chat
God.
said, I wonder if the curtains match the
Oh
drapes.
God!
Oh, Jesus
Hell
Christ.
yeah.
I'm sure
Well,
there
I
are plenty of old.
I'm sure he meant I'm sure he meant the carpet matching the drapes, but you know.
Oh my God! Hey, you know what? If you really want to know, Tyler, I'm sure there's a bunch of old retired guys in Florida that could tell you that.
Oh, John.
Oh, man.
I won't lie. I just vomited in my mouth a little bit. Anyway.
I love Tyler.
It's like the old.
These are the questions that need answering.
Oh my God.
Do these old blue hairs is the flooring matching the wall decor?
It's like
That's
that old
what we need to
Chappelle.
know.
It's like that old Chappelle line. What do you say? Something like, "I heard trimming the bushes, but goddamn, girl, you scorched the earth."
Oh my God, that's taking it back to episode 2. #Wormkai. Scorched
Oh,
earth
God.
crotch cover.
Yeah, I had to let that shit grow out a little. It was itching.
Oh my
He
God. Oh my
scorched
God.
it again. No more nest. It's gone.
That's endangered,
All right,
my man.
His chickadee is dying of cold.
no more eagle habitat. All right. So the last news bit that we wanted to hit.
Oh.
Was...
Wait, there's more?
Yes. And there's more. Mortal Kombat 11. Woo!
Ronda Rousey is Sonya Blade.
Hell yeah. Dude, the gameplay looks amazing. Basically, the trailer that they showed you was Scorpion and Raiden.
Yeah.
It basically is. They have that cinematic in the middle of gameplay.
That's
Oh,
fucking
damn.
crazy, dude. And
Dude.
hold up. And then did y'all get to see some of the fucking
Fatalities.
fatalities? Yeah.
Hell
I was like,
yeah.
oh my God, that's so sick
Baraka's
shit.
fatality is gruesome,
Oh.
dude.
Man, that's
Fucking-
amazing.
Yo, he grabs
Yes.
their face,
Yes.
tears
Yep.
it off, cuts it, and then
Yep.
punches the brain with his claw, and then takes a bite out of the fucking brain.
Yes. And it's all its gory, beautiful.
I was a little worried because a few weeks ago we covered some Mortal Kombat 11 shit, and
Yeah.
we talked about the leaked roster, and
Uh,
on Twitter, Ed Boon was like, "Oh, wait until you see the completed roster." Well, so far, it's there. Chronica was in the prologue to the story.
Yeah.
Garrus, they showed gameplay for him.
mhm.
So those two characters are there. Scarlet was named in that roster. You know,
Yeah, they're gonna have a lot of-
so far so good.
Yeah.
And Scarlet looks to be a beast. And that's pretty cool seeing that, like, she was only in one game.
I think so.
I think she was in Deception
Yeah.
or 9. Yeah,
Was it
she in
9?
9, yeah. But yeah, so she
not a-
looks good as hell to play.
They did a good job on just the character design too. They changed some stuff up on them too a little bit.
Yeah.
It looks good, dude. It
And
looks so good.
And I like how, like, they're going the Soul Calibur 6 route and doing, like, cinematics in the middle of the fight.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's new mechanics. There's 3 different gauges now. There's an offensive gauge, there's a defensive gauge, and then there's a super gauge. And they all do different shit, so there's more strategy to it. It looks like the 50-50 play is still there, which some people like, some people don't. In all honesty, if you're a casual, I mean, the 50-50 play shouldn't bother you that much. You know, if you're playing with your friends, you're going to figure out what your friends are doing, and you're going to be able to be competitive.
Yeah. And that's most of the people that are playing it anyway.
Yeah. Sonya looked good. Rousey did a really good job voicing her. Like, from what you see when they were demoing the players and shit and showing the intros between the two players, the two characters, it was really good. Her fatality's dope. Involves kicking somebody's head up into a fucking helicopter.
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
It's pretty crazy, dude. It's pretty crazy.
There's a lot of people that need, there's a few people out there that could stand to be thrown through some moving helicopter blades. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Well, she definitely does a job on some motherfucking.
Yeah.
Rousey, here's our numbers. We'll give you a list.
I'll give her my number. Ooh.
Well, what I like about that though is that's really a really cool one that plays off her strength. Remember, her strength was her leg strength was insane, right? I mean, she's pretty powerful legs, and so you can imagine her kicking someone up high.
I had the biggest celeb crush on Ronda Rousey, and then she married Travis Brown, and it kind of went down.
That's because you. Here's what I have a theory on that. I had the same thing happen to me. Like, I thought Angelina Jolie back in the day was really cute.
Hackers Angelina Jolie was cute.
Back when
Angelina Jolie.
Oh, there you go. Okay, yes, early Angelina Jolie. Okay, I thought she was really cute.
And Hackers,
And then she married Billy Bob Thornton.
Oh,
no, dude. See, that turned me on because then I knew she was a freak. With the blood
it made me question her taste altogether and everything, dude. Like there's freak, and then there's just like dating way below your standard or being involved way below your standards, and that was just
when she was dating Billy Bob, I'd still put mustard on her biscuits. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, next thing you know, she just didn't. I bet she would bust her. Anyway, it just didn't do it for me anymore. I was like, ugh. And then was the next one. She ended up hooking up with Brad Pitt. And I was like, oh man, this was Brad Pitt. So everyone's done had that, man. I don't know.
The one that freaked me out, who was like always thought was hotter than Angelina Jolie, was Olivia Wilde.
Yeah.
And then I found out she was married to Jason Sudeikis.
Weird, isn't it? That's a weird one.
I was like, damn, if what the fuck?
Sense of humor goes a long way, gentlemen.
Yeah,
I think you're right. I guess you're right because, I mean, damn.
That or these guys have peeners the size of fucking tree trunks.
Yeah, that's true.
What are you saying about me, Rob?
All right. Go ahead, you little guy.
It only appears to be the size of a tree trunk because you're 3 apples tall, Sam. Let's not get carried away about that stem now.
Sam's a tripod. We saw that in Goldmember.
That could be a fucking problem for me because I'm almost an innie.
It's like a cheese wheel is what you're saying.
Whee!
Fantastic.
Tyler the Collector. Funny, Olivia Wilde's real name is Olivia Cockburn. Just saying.
I can see why she went to Wild.
Oh, god damn. I wouldn't. Oh.
Stop telling him information to make him make these noises. Jesus.
Nick,
was that her real name?
I'm getting uncomfortable over here.
Was that her alternative name?
If that was her real name, you gotta understand why she changed it, right? I mean, that's
like a lot of these names. Like you find out, like if your last name's Baker, it's because like your ancestor was a baker. Like if you were like, what's another one, like Miller.
So if your last name is Cockburn, it's because you were
ancestors gave people Cockburn.
Man,
that sounds like a porno name. What it sounds like. Sounds like a porn actress's name.
Buzzsaw
not a
says
real
for
name, that
him it
was
was
just-
Robin Wright. Loved her in The Princess Bride, but then she married Sean Penn.
Oh,
Mm.
insane.
All right. We have covered our news.
Oh shit.
Please change the subject.
Hey,
Sam
I
doesn't
could
want to
go
talk
on
about
and
cockburn
on,
anymore.
Yeah, never again.
Okay,
Kramer's getting
guys.
his marbles in a tizzy.
So we're gonna do this the same way that we did the Marvel list last week. I'm going to read you what is tied and going back from 21, according to Masterpiece Shitpiece, the greatest DC storylines of all time.
Oh,
And what
boy.
we'll do after we go through the entire list is there will be ties on the list, and we'll start at number 15 and go back down so that we can come up with a definitive list.
Sweet.
Okay, you guys ready?
Yep.
Sure thing.
No, I need a minute.
Okay. Tell us when you're ready, Josh.
Hold on.
Lotion up that
Hold on.
stump.
He's got to calm down. Hold on. The blood's got to go back to his head.
Messing around.
Nope. Okay, now we can proceed.
Okay.
I'm just kidding. I'm just fucking with you.
He popped that blister. All right. At
Okay.
number 21, tied, is Secret Six and New Gods.
Interesting.
New
I'm gonna
Gods.
say New Gods was yours.
I don't believe it was. Rob, was that you
Was it?
or Sam?
Wasn't
Y'all gonna make me pull shit up.
it Shaggy? No, you don't have to do all that.
Hold on, I'll tell you.
Man, so I'm already hearing this.
No, it wasn't me.
Shit, I forgot about some stuff. It's happened a lot.
Let's see.
Yeah, New Gods. I was New Gods.
Yeah, that was Rob, and I was Secret Six because I love that
Okay.
book.
Yeah.
Number 20, tied, are Arkham Asylum and Nightfall.
Nightfall almost made mine. Was close.
Number 20. Oh, also Green Arrow Longbow Hunters. I'm sorry. That was also tied for 20. So it's a three-way tie at 20 for Green Arrow Longbow Hunters, Arkham Asylum, and Nightfall. Number 19, Green Lantern Rebirth. Also tied at 19 is Ronin from Frank Miller.
Good one.
Tied
Good
at
one.
18 is The Return of Barry Allen and Death of the Family. The recent Joker, Scott Snyder, Greg Pulo Joker story.
It's good.
Now here at 17 we have fucking four-way tie.
Oh my god. And there's 5 cast members.
Yeah. Superman for All Seasons. 10 Nights of the Beast. Identity Crisis and Blackest Night. That's all tied for 17. 16, 2 are tied. Gotham by Gaslight and Court
Oh,
of
I
Owls.
forgot about that one.
Yeah, I probably would have put. If I'd been thinking more, I would have put both of those on my list.
Yeah, Court of Owls. That was mine, and I think that was like in my top 5. I love that story so much.
Oh shit! Hey Walt, what's up, brother?
Walt,
Walter,
sit down. Sit
Yo,
down. Take your
Walter,
seat.
we still love you no matter what the fucking cafe says. You're my man. Peace.
Dude, I
Hey,
heard.
Walter, hey, brother.
I heard a little bit about that shit. That's fine.
Walter's home here.
Now,
man.
see, remember the way we're doing this is we're gonna start at 15 and go down, and everything that's tied from 15, we're gonna have to vote on.
Okay.
So 15 tied is Batman Birth of the Demon
Okay.
and Hush.
Shit, man.
And number 14 is The Black Glove. 13 is The Sinestro Corpse War. At 12, tied is Death in the Family, The Death of Jason Todd. Man of Steel, the 86 miniseries. and Dark Victory, the Jeff Loeb, Tim Sales story.
Oh, damn.
At 11 is Flashpoint. Number 10. Hold on one second. Sorry. Number 10 is Morrison's JLA run. Number 9 is Red Sun, the Superman story. Number 8 by itself is Death of Superman. Number 7 is going to be the heartbreaker for me. All-Star Superman and Tower of Babel.
Oh.
Both of those, I think, were in my top 5.
Number 6. This is going to be hard, too. Watchmen and The Dark Knight Returns.
Fuck me running.
Now we have our top 5.
Okay.
Our top 5. There are no tie. There's one tie for number 2. At number 5, we have Kingdom Come.
Okay.
Number 4, Crisis on Infinite Earths.
Okay.
Number 3 is The Judas Contract, the Teen Titans story.
That's where I had it right too.
Tied at number 2, Batman Year One and The Killing Joke.
You can't be kidding me, dude. Are you serious?
So that means number 1
Number 1
on Halloween
is Batman: The Long Halloween.
That's the best.
The
Long
I
Halloween
can't
was
argue with
good.
that.
That was a really good story. It's really good.
And don't forget about Batman Zero.
Right.
Nobody
But-
voted for that shit.
I don't know. Wow.
And I was also proud that nobody put the fucking War of Joke and Riddles.
I don't even know what that is, man.
It's
No, but
it's another Snyder story.
Yeah, Long Halloween. I think that is a book that you can give to somebody who's never read comics, who doesn't give a shit about comics, and they would enjoy it because they incorporate like the whole rogues gallery.
Yeah.
They give you enough information about them without being convoluted. You know, like the same thing with the crime families. Like it's just tight.
The long Halloween hits so many different genres. It's a gangster comic. It's a noir comic. It's a horror comic. It's a serial killer comic.
All of it, man.
It's just it's one of the best stories DC's ever done.
Even blue hairs would enjoy it.
Even blue hairs with bald pussies enjoy it.
And it's one of the inspirations for The Dark Knight.
Yeah.
Which I think is the best comic book movie ever made. You know, in my opinion. So, that's a well-deserved number 1. It's a great story, and it's like I was having a hard time with my list because like I came up with one and I was like, shit, this is all Batman stuff.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what.
But I mean,
doing the DC,
go ahead, Rob.
that story. And some of these other DC stories, this whole thing made me realize just how much more DC I read for the exact thing you see in Long Halloween is that gritty, sharp story.
I mean, Sam, you would know better than me. Were there 3 of those? It was Long Halloween, Dark Victory.
And then there was one about Catwoman.
Okay, Catwoman When in Rome.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
It was a lot shorter.
Yeah, it was a lot shorter.
And I've never read that.
So I just want to read to you guys the stuff that didn't crack the top 15. Gotham by Gaslight, Court of Owls, Superman for All Seasons, which is Jeff Loeb and Tim Sales doing Superman. 10 Nights of the Beast. I was the only one to put that on there, and I put it up high.
I never read it.
Me either.
Okay, 10 Nights of the Beast is the story where Batman goes up against the KG Beast.
Oh, okay. Yes, I have read it. I just didn't remember that's what it was called.
Yeah.
And for the longest time, you thought KG Beast was dead. Batman left him to die.
Yeah, and then you found out he had to hack his arm off to get out and shit like that. Identity Crisis, the Brad Meltzer book.
I loved that story.
I own it. I've only read it one time though. and it
It
was
was really well done.
Yeah.
That was one of mine.
A lot of that's a really controversial book for a lot of fans because of the treatment of Gene Loring.
Yeah.
But I mean, it is a damn good story. I mean, Brad Meltzer can write anything.
Yeah, that dude's good. The only one of those that bums me that it didn't make the top 15 was the Court of Owls, because that to me, when did that come out, Nick? Was that 2010 or 11? I know
Yeah,
Probably
I haven't
about that.
I haven't read it, so that's probably why. I mean, if I would have read it, it probably would have hit the list.
Yeah.
Let's say 2010 for the sake of conversation. Like that that story came out in 2010 at a time where, like, I don't think we thought we could get a Batman story that we hadn't already been told.
Yeah.
On top
And
of
the
that,
way they, intertwined it into the history of Batman. Scott Snyder and Grant Morrison are the best modern Batman writers, straight out.
yeah, I think that Court of Owls story is masterful. Like, if you haven't read it, I mean, I think it's a good entry point.
I was the
deeply
only one.
apologize.
I was the only one that put the black glove.
I never
I
read
never read a Black Glove.
Oh, people.
Yeah, I got some homework.
So again, these are the things that didn't crack the top 15. Superman for All Seasons, 10 Nights of the Beast, Identity Crisis, Blackest Night, The Return of Barry Allen, Death of the Family, Ronin, Green Lantern Rebirth, Green Arrow, The Longbow Hunters, Mike Grell work. Oh,
I want to check that out.
That's probably one of the best Green Arrow stories they
yeah,
ever did.
that and
Yeah.
Kevin Smith's Quiver.
See, I don't like Green Arrow, so I wouldn't have it.
That story made me like Green Arrow.
Arkham
okay.
Asylum. Only 2 of us went for that.
I've only read that one time too.
Nightfall.
I mean,
Oh, go ahead.
there were other stories I enjoyed better than Arkham Asylum.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I feel like in my list I was trying to like be like, I can't have 15 Batman books.
Yeah.
I was having the same issue.
That's my problem.
And here's what's crazy, man. I mean, Batman's not my favorite character in DC by any means. Neither is Superman. But I had more Batman and Superman storylines because they just have some great fucking stories.
Yeah.
That's the
They
same
do.
issue. Because I'm a Flash guy. I love the Flash. And I
Oh
love
yeah,
Green Lantern.
Aquaman and the Flash for me are my 2 top favorites.
It's like
Yeah.
something
And
that
then-
I realized coming with. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead, Sam. I'm sorry.
I was just gonna say, coming up with these lists is like, I give DC a hard time for kind of like abandoning their all inclusive movie universe, but then it's like I'm coming up with these lists of all these great stories within Marvel and DC, and like rarely do they relate to each other.
Yeah.
And I'm talking about like the Marvel ones and the DC ones. So it's like maybe that's the way to go. Maybe it's not. I don't know. Maybe it works in film or.
It did make me realize how much I truly love DC writing, though.
See, that was the thing back in the day. It was you went to DC for writing and you went to Marvel for art.
Well, and think about it. When I gave you my list of Marvel books, I couldn't even come up with 15. I was like filtering shit out for DC to come up with just 15.
Yeah, and that Rob, that's something too. It's like to me, it's like the rotation, right? Because like I read some new stuff, which is mostly independent stuff, but it's like in my rotation, I read Siege every year, Daredevil, Man Without Fear, but then it's like the rest of it's all DC stuff that I reread like every summer when I'm off school and everything. So it's like DC loads that up. Marvel does,
I think the biggest thing for me with DC is they have a good way of compartmentalizing their stories. So I can pick up like Killing Joke. I picked up one graphic novel and read it.
Yeah.
Well,
And
it's
I had the
kind
complete
of
story.
So in DC,
Yeah.
they have Elseworlds, they have Earth One, and then I think they're more willing to do stuff
But
like that.
that's because they're not.
Yeah.
They're willing to do shit that's not as episodic.
Right.
Right.
And it's funny you mentioned the Earth 1 stuff, man. I almost put that Wonder Woman Earth 1 story on there.
I've heard
because
that's great. See,
dude, it's so good. It's of course I'm a Grant Morrison mark, so
Dude,
he wrote it, and like it's
well deserved.
it's like a distillation of what Wonder Woman should be. There's almost no violence and no conflict in that book, but I guarantee you're entertained from page 1 all the way to the end.
You know what I think the difference is? This has been my observation, at least. Marvel does a great galactic story, the flashy and over the top, like complete utter chaos. They do a good end of a life story, but DC does more relatable. They do more gritty on the street.
Kind of what you're getting at, Rob, is like Marvel tells those stories too, but I think because Marvel is more episodic, like you said,
Yeah.
I think, like, more of their attention goes to their event books.
Yeah.
When you think of the top, like we did the top 15 Marvel stories, I'm thinking in my head all event comics.
Right.
Yeah,
And with DC, it was different. Long Halloween's not an event comic. It's
No.
just a
No.
that's
Neither
it's
is
a
Killing
well-told
Joke or
maxi series.
yeah. The Dark Knight Returns. It's not an event comic. It's a Batman story.
yeah.
You know,
So is Arkham. Yeah, Arkham Asylum, same thing. I mean,
Yeah, and then there's smaller stories. So I think maybe if we can say like there's a difference, and that might be it.
Yeah.
You know?
Like I said,
Yeah.
like back in the day, it was you went to DC for writing and you went to Marvel for the art.
yeah.
I mean-
And I think it says a lot that the last two fucking on our list are New Gods and Secret Six.
Yeah.
I mean, those are fucking classics. Like Secret Six is fucking amazing. It's one of the craziest mercenary comics you'll ever read.
Yeah, and that's one that I'm slacking on that I need to read. But I mean, we look at our consensus number 1, Long Halloween. It has no ripple effects outside Gotham City.
Until later, other writers, well, you're right. Outside of Gotham City, yeah, there's nothing. But
There's something after we got to say that's an afterthought.
yeah.
You know,
Well,
All right.
I'm a big fan of Red Sun, the Red Sun story. I only because I was a big fan of the What If comics that Marvel did,
Yeah.
Mhm.
and that's why I liked Red Sun because they reminded me of a What If comic. You know?
Well, that's what basically
That's
DC's
kinda what-
Elseworlds titles was.
Yeah. And that's kind of why I like that story because the idea of Superman, if you think about it, it's so true. If he lands in the wrong place on Earth, he's totally different, dude.
Yeah.
You know, he's not what we know. You know.
And it was
something that-
Luther was amazing in that story.
Yes, he was. Yes, he was. But that's kind of shit. That to me, that's amazing writing because you're taking a character and you go in a whole other direction with it, and I think it's awesome. So I don't know. I was my number 1, but
You guys ready to fight?
all right, let's do it. Let's do it.
All right.
I'm right. You're
Tied
right.
for number 15. Batman Birth of the Demon and Batman Hush.
See, I haven't read either of those.
Man,
All right,
I like
Birth-
Oh man,
Demon is an amazing story.
that's the Damian Wayne one, right?
No, that's the old school one where with Bruce in the desert with Rosh and Talia.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, in that case,
All right, we'll start with Josh.
Hush.
Okay, 1 for Hush. Rob.
That was Birth of the Demon was the one where he was with Rosh and Talia, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll have to go because that's the only one of the 2 I've read.
Okay. Russ.
Birth of a Demon.
Sam.
Hush.
Oh goddamn, you're making me tired.
You're the casting vote, Nikki.
Good, we have uneven numbers.
Come on,
Yeah, it
Nikki.
is.
Come on, Nikki. Play with us, Nikki. Come on.
I gotta go Birth of the Demon.
There you go.
It's set up so much later that was used in, Hush had a story afterwards. He had Heart of Hush with Catwoman and everything, but Hush is a great character and a great concept, but Birth of the Demon was just amazing.
Yeah.
All right,
That's a big
I really enjoyed Hush because you actually saw Superman get his ass kicked by Batman the first time in continuity.
And I think that's like a big part of these two is like what are the future implications of the book?
Yeah.
That's like that weighs heavy.
Yeah.
Our next
I just
time,
like Ra's al Ghul.
yeah,
Yeah, me
and
too.
dude,
Indeed.
that story was definitely a Ra's al Ghul story.
Yep.
All right, our next one is at 12 with a 3-way tie. Death in the Family,
Unreal.
Man of Steel, and Dark Victory.
Fuck, I got 2 of the 3 of my list.
Oh damn.
All right,
That was an easy choice.
Josh.
Oh shit.
Give me the rundown again.
Death in the Family, The Death of Jason Todd, Man of
Yeah.
Steel, the 86 miniseries by John Byrne,
Yeah.
and Dark Victory.
Oh God, I love Jason Todd getting beaten to death by the Joker, but I also love that John Byrne Superman. Superman.
All right. Eric, Dark Victory is the sequel, right, Sam?
Yeah.
Yeah,
To,
it's the sequel to Long Halloween.
directed, and it's great. Isn't
Yeah,
it?
it's Jeff Loeb and Tim Sale. Eric. Rob. Death in the Family, Man of Steel, or Dark Victory.
You're killing me, Smalls. You're killing me.
Fucking hear you, bro.
Oh, shit. I'm going to have to go with Death in the Family just because I love that whole story arc
All right.
so much. Even though Man of Steel is technically on my list higher. Oh, fuck.
Yes, Brink, we figured it out. It was all my fault.
We got it all the kinks worked out last night, thankfully.
Russell the Love Muscle.
That's me, stud. Death in the Family, baby.
Death
You
in
know.
the Family. All right. If this comes down to me again, I'm gonna be kind of pissed. Sam.
Hey Sam, say Man of Steel.
For me, it's Dark Victory.
Dark Victory.
Oh,
For the same reason.
Oh,
that
it's still down to Brammer.
yeah. Hey, quick
Can we
question
have a
before
tie on the
Brammer
list?
vote. No ties. No ties are allowed.
no ties yet.
No.
Well,
Well, the only way I can't tie it is to vote for Death in the Family.
that's true.
Mm-hmm.
So then if we have a tie, then we got to go down to those two.
Okay, if I'm
Yeah,
gonna
that's
tie,
true.
If I'm gonna tie something with it, I'm gonna tie Man of Steel.
Okay.
All right. So now we got Man of Steel and Death in the Family. So
Yeah.
Ooh,
those are the voters. So we eliminate.
Yeah.
Sam, you got to be the
Dark
tiebreaker.
So,
okay. No, I
All
know.
right. So we'll go down.
quick
the panel.
question.
Go ahead.
Quick question. For those of you who loved Death in the Family, remember DC set up that phone number vote to
Yeah.
vote? Did any of you guys vote for that?
Yes, I voted to kill Jason Todd.
So did I.
Oh, no shit. There was
Yes.
a phone number?
Yeah.
No,
There
I
was
never
a
did.
phone number.
Yeah. You could cast a
I'll look
vote.
up some information right fast.
Yeah.
While you're doing that, my vote, go ahead
Yeah.
for Man of Steel.
All right.
All right.
So hold on, let me do this. Boom, Man of Steel. Rob.
I'm holding tight at Death in the Family.
Okay. Russ.
Death in the Family.
All right. Sam.
Death in the Family because of the implications 20-something years down the road. With
Yeah.
Hush,
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that means I
Okay.
get to vote for the one I want, and it's Man of Steel. But Death in the Family wins.
Quick tidbit of information about that. There were 10,614 votes on the 900 number. When tallied, the final results were 53-43 for Death, 52-71 for He Lives, a margin of 72 vote difference. That's how
Oh,
close
yeah.
the voting was.
when did that come
Wow.
out? Gosh, what year was that?
1988.
80. Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah, it was.
It was only a 36-hour period, September 15th from 8 a.m. until 8 p.m. September 16th. 36-hour window.
My daddy's out.
Yeah, I didn't do that shit, man. I remember reading it, and I was like, "Holy shit, you can vote!"
All right, this is the one that's gonna tear me apart because either way it goes,
Oh no!
they're both great stories.
Oh no!
The next one is probably gonna be more important to you guys. Number 7, Tower of Babel. And All-Star Superman.
Oh God!
Okay,
I mean, All-Star Superman to me is the definitive Superman story still to this day.
Yeah, that's the thing.
But Tower of Babel, oh my God, that was such an incredible story arc by Mark Waid.
I never read that. You guys are. I'm gonna go find that. It sounds
Tower of,
interesting.
did you see the Justice League Doom movie?
Yeah.
Okay. That's what it was based off of, but the story in the comics was way better. Basically,
really?
Yeah, it was Ra's al Ghul instead of Vandal Savage. Ra's al Ghul got a hold of Batman's protocols to kill the take out the Justice League if they ever got,
right, because Batman.
control.
I remember Batman always had that kind of backup plan. Yeah, that's
it was Ra's in the comics and not Vandal Savage.
Yeah. And at the end result, the League kicked Batman the fuck out.
Well, he left.
They said, this is your fault.
He left before they could vote.
I thought they voted him out, and they said, no, we don't want you here.
Yeah, everyone voted him out, but he left and said he resigned before they voted.
Yeah. Well,
it's like, you can't fire me, I quit.
Yeah, basically.
No, they fired his ass. Fuck him, he's gone.
Well, okay, but here it is. Remember, none of them knew that he had these
not until afterwards when they learned that it was because of him that this was happening. They were pissed.
So think about it, Josh. If you were you were a superhero,
right,
and a guy's supposed to be your partner in crime, he doesn't trust you enough that he has the ability to kill your ass.
And Eric Von Wolfenstein in the chat is absolutely right. Superman was the final vote, but he left. Batman left before he could cast it.
That's right. They were actually in the process of voting, and Batman just walked out before. Yeah, and that led to a lot of strain, even more strain between Batman and Superman at the time. Yeah. In fact, they didn't actually start speaking again until when? The Hush storyline, maybe? I can't remember. No, it was sooner than that, but it was a while. But yeah, I loved Tower of Babel. I mean, Superman is All-Star Superman is the definitive Superman story for me, but in this one, I've got to cast my vote for Tower of Babel.
Okay. That's one for Tower of Babel. Rob?
I'm going for Tower of Babel because this is a story where you finally saw just how ahead Batman thought and how deep he's 10 steps ahead of everybody at all times.
Yeah.
It really showed just how intelligent he is.
Yeah. And oh man, the things he did that Rosh ended up doing to Wonder Woman and Superman.
Oh yeah.
Wonder Woman was sent into a virtual reality. Where she was constantly fighting, and basically she was going to die from a heart attack because, Yeah, that was fucking nuts.
It was an opponent that was pretty much her equal in every way and had her same tenacity and refusal to give up. So it's like she was just going to die of exhaustion. It was so cool.
All right, Russ. All-Star Superman or Tower of Babel?
Well, I got to go All-Star Superman because I did read that, and that was a pretty good comic. Actually, I'm pissed that I didn't put that on my list. I should have. But I didn't. I just forgot about it. But I remember it. It was pretty good. It was really good. And since I never really officially read Tower, I mean, I saw the cartoon, and I get the gist of it, but I never actually read I want to read it now. You got me. Because I love Ra's al Ghul, and I think he would have been better. He's better suited to do that than Vandal Savage.
Yeah.
So yeah.
You can pick it up and trade, and
I'll have to go
it's
find
pretty
it.
easily available.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Sam, All-Star Superman or Tower of Babel?
I think Tower of Babel.
Damn it.
I love it. I think that's a good story.
I'm voting All-Star Superman, but it doesn't matter. Tower of Babel wins.
Yes.
I mean,
All right, now you guys, because I don't care about either one of these fucking stories, you guys can fucking
how can you say that,
go
dude?
ahead.
Oh,
Tied for number 6, Watchmen
Oh, fuck.
and Dark Knight Returns.
Oh, fuck.
This is terrible that these lined up next to each
I
other.
love both of those so much, but oh, god damn it.
Your turn, Josh.
I know. I'm trying to base how I'm. I have both of these in like my top 5, but I think I had Watchmen higher. But god damn it, when it comes down to this, I'm like, fuck. Dark Knight told an amazing story in like 3 issues versus Watchmen telling it in 12 issues. You know, it's.
You have Watchmen number 1 and Dark Knight Returns at number 3.
Yeah, I know. I've got to go Watchmen on this. I love both, though. I hate to knock one of them out. That's what kills me. I've got to go Watchmen on it, yeah.
Rob, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right. Watchmen or Dark Knight Returns?
Oh, I got to go Watchmen on this one.
Okay.
Mm.
Russell.
Dark Knight Returns.
Okay. Sam is muted.
Watchmen.
There
Watchmen.
he is.
Okay.
Even though Dark Knight Returns was the first trade paperback I ever bought as a young buck on my own, I gotta go with Watchmen.
I'm going to go DKR. It doesn't matter. Watchmen wins.
Yep.
Hell yeah, for Blue Painter.
Yeah.
All right, so we've got our list, guys.
Well, there was a tie
Number
number 2.
Oh, tie at number 2. I am so sorry.
Yeah, that's the one I've been waiting on.
Okay. Tied at number 2. Killing Joke and Batman Year One.
You know how insane
Oh,
that is,
man.
by the way, that those two are tied at number 2, because those are two of the best stories ever, man. Batman, I think, are amazing. I don't even, God, you got to be kidding me, man.
I've got to go Killing Joke on this one.
Okay.
Rob?
I'm going to go Killing Joke too, man. This is Joker at his best.
Yeah.
Samwise.
Year One.
Year
I
One.
love a huge Jim.
Yeah,
I think that's the best story.
Wait, Russ, did I skip you?
Yeah, you skipped me, but that's
I'm
all right.
sorry.
I'm thinking still.
Russ, go.
Shit. Ah, goddamn, you're killing me, dude. This is hard. Fuck, I gotta go. I love them both, man. But Year One was amazing, dude. It just,
All right.
it's, yeah. Year One.
Sam, I forgot yours.
He said Year One.
You said Year One.
So it's tied at 2.
I'm sorry, Nick.
On the spot again, Bramer.
It's hard, dude. The Killing Joke is great.
You know
though,
what?
too.
This is gonna be
I-
one of those times where I can express my disdain for Alan Moore.
Okay.
I'm going Year One.
Oh.
Nice. All right. Wow. I really, I don't know. I thought you were gonna go Killing Joke. I really did. I'm surprised.
Nah, man. I like the Killing Joke, but there's a lot
Yeah.
of problems with the story. Not just
No, true.
not
I can
just
say
like
that.
the yeah. So
Yeah, you
we
can definitely take it apart.
we do now have our top 15.
Amazing.
Number 15, Batman, Birth of the Demon. Number 14, The Black Glove. Number 13, The Sinestro Corpse War. Number 12, Death in the Family. 11 is Flashpoint. Number 10 is Morrison's Run on JLA. Number 9, Superman Red Sun. Number 8, The Death of Superman. Number 7, Tower of Babel. Number 6, Watchmen. Number 5 is Kingdom Come. Number 4, Crisis on Infinite Earths. Number 3, The Judas Contract.
Yeah.
Number 2, Batman Year One. And number 1, The Long Halloween.
Yo.
Guys, I gotta tell you guys, I'm like our Marvel list. I thought was sick, right? I think it was really good.
Yeah.
This one, I'm not as satisfied with this one.
Why not?
Because there's so many stories I feel like we are left off of it.
That's the problem with
Now we're
DC,
good.
There's so many good stories in DC. It's so hard to choose.
And
Watchmen and fucking Dark Knight Rises or Dark Knight Returns, were head to head.
Yeah.
I know.
But neither one of them were in the top 5.
Yeah, but then killing Joke against Year One. I mean, that's fucking nuts, dude. I don't know.
At the end, I'm happy with our number 1 because I think that's one of the best.
Good story. It was good.
Yeah, and the stuff that we had. To me, the quality story-wise of this DC list kicked the shit out of Marvel.
No. I can understand that. I think I'm more not satisfied with the fact that I feel like there were a lot of quality stories really that are off the list, but it's like you can only fit 15. That was our whole 15. So it's like, God damn, dude. Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. Like I was saying earlier, you can narrow down the Marvel stuff easier. With DC, it was fucking hard.
You know what? I think you're right. And maybe that's the big difference between the two of them. Because I felt like we did the Marvel list easier.
Yeah.
This one.
Yeah. This was more like cringing.
Yeah. Right. Exactly.
With my Marvel list, I couldn't even come up with a full 15. With the DC list, at one point in time, I had 35.
Damn, dude.
See, I came up with a lot more Marvel than I did DC, but that's just because
I did too. Not on the list. I read more Marvel as a kid, but I read more.
Way more. Wait,
I think I had more memorable DC stories.
That's a good way of looking at it. I think there definitely were more DC, more of the DC stuff I read stuck with me, if that makes sense. I remember it a lot more.
I'm right there with you, man.
Maybe that's what it is.
I reread every
And again,
oh,
go ahead.
I'm saying not to pump up. I'm not trying to here we go. Gratuitous plug. But this episode of Verbally Challenged recently that Jose did, where he's talking about Bobby Skullface, and they get into this whole DC versus Marvel stuff. And Bobby had some really good points that kind of made me rethink made me rethink it altogether about how I felt about both the comic, both DC and Marvel as a kid and as an adult.
Yeah.
And I think I appreciate DC more as an adult.
Yeah.
Than I did as a kid, and maybe it's because their stories were are a lot more hard hitting, and a lot more. They stick with you. They just stick with you, and they mean more. I don't know. That's kind of where.
That's what I started to feel like when we started doing these lists. It's like, as a kid, all the flashy mutant superhero craziness in Marvel was catching my eye.
Sure.
And the whole time I'm reading these DC stories thinking I'm a Marvel guy. Now here I am as an adult.
Right.
Fuck, these are good stories.
Yeah. All right, let me finish it. By the way, check out Verbally Challenged. I think Verbally Challenged. When does he release Verbally Challenged?
Every Monday.
Every Monday. Okay, so every Monday, I usually just find one on. I listen to it in the car. So but yeah, every Monday, check it out. Jose does an incredible job.
He does.
I'm digging on it. So yeah, and that's and this latest one was really good, and that's just why I'm sitting there thinking about this. I listened to that this week as I'm trying to, and I couldn't do this list because it was so hard for me to sit down and do it. It really was. Sit down and put it together because I'm trying to think everything I've read DC wasn't that much, but there was a lot, and I'm trying to think my favorite stuff that really stuck with me that I remember a lot,
Yeah.
And God damn it, there are a lot that really were good, and you remember them for sure. See, there's a lot of Marvel shit I read. I forgot, dude. I totally forgot.
That's a good point, man.
You know what I found? This is what I found when I was going through my lists. With Marvel, they retcon a lot of shit. They change, people don't die and stay dead. And I was noticing with DC, it's like all these stories where they were involved in the middle of a series, they had lasting impacts. I mean, look at Flashpoint. Flashpoint's one of my favorite our DC story arcs.
Right.
He went back, changed his past.
Yeah.
And then realized, oh fuck, I completely changed it. Goes back and tries to fix it, but it's never the same again.
No, he knows. Just it's a good lesson to learn in that too. That's why I like to I feel like in DC there's a lot more real life lessons to learn.
Yeah,
that makes sense. Like
No, no, hey, that's a good point because it's like a lot of DC stuff that I picked was self-contained stuff.
Right.
Stories like fucking Ronin, Watchmen, Dark Knight Returns, stuff like that. That doesn't depend on anything else. It can stand alone. I think that's a strength.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, all the stories can stand alone, but
I think those are the ones you remember more though.
Yeah,
like
like my number one Marvel one was Siege. But the only reason I appreciate that story as much as I do is because it was an end to years and years of buildup. So like without that, I don't know if I would have enjoyed it as much.
I got you. But there's something to the episodic buildup. I got it. Yeah. I think you're right, but I just think DC has a way of writing shit.
Number one. That was like Marvel number one. So it relied so much on that.
But DC has an ability. The DC writers had the ability to seem like they could write shit where they didn't have to do a lot of build up. The build up is then gets contained in the story.
Right.
Is a strength.
Mm-hmm. So I get it. I think maybe when I was a kid, I just couldn't appreciate the DC, a lot of the writing for DC, and because I was more into the wham bam boom bomb. I just wanted to see galactic shit and lots of gods and hearts, badass stuff. So, the DC characters just didn't hit me as hard as they do as an adult. Like I appreciate the whole Superman mythos way more now than I did as a kid. Like I love Superman's whole there's a lot of backstory to Krypton and everything. Oh man, there's a lot of cool stuff, shit.
Well, we did have a few cosmic stories in the top 15, Sinister Corps.
Yeah. That's true. That's true. We did.
Flashpoint.
Well, Flashpoint's not really a cosmic story as much as it is
a time.
Time travel, kind of,
It's very, very geared on Flash himself and the damage that he does to
the time.
Yeah, but he causes damage to other people too.
Oh yeah, he completely
big time. Right. There's a lot of shit he messes up.
Yeah, and we had Crisis on Infinite Earths at number 4.
Right, and that's a good one. Yeah. That was a good story too. You're right, and I'm not trying to say that they don't go galactic. They have the real galactic storylines, or they do. But I think Marvel sort of leans on that more than DC does.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't think DC has to.
Yeah, maybe that's something to look into because I like Marvel. I know in the past, they've tied in cosmic shit with the X-Men, with the Fantastic Four, obviously with the Avengers, like with events like Infinity.
Right.
I don't know as much about DC like mainline stuff to speak on that, like whether they've done that or not.
It's really just Superman and Green Lantern that get into the more cosmic level shit.
Yeah, true. That's true.
New Gods.
But that's starts and ends there.
Or Orion.
Yeah.
Shit. Hawkman.
Man, it's hard because like you always get in the conversations like which of the two's better. I'm like, maybe they're just different,
I don't think I could never say which one's better. I think because both. I agree with both do something right. Both do something good.
It's dazzle versus grit. That's the difference.
Yeah.
Not necessarily.
Not always the case.
There's a lot of grit in a lot of the great Marvel stories, especially early X-Men stuff with Claremont.
No, good point. That's a good point.
That's like
my most memorable Marvel stories. I think some of my top ones were the stuff that Claremont did on this Run on Uncanny.
Yeah, no, you're right. And there was also that actually. Maybe all the X-Men storylines were probably the one times there was the stories where I thought Marvel got a lot more serious because there was a lot of brutal shit happening. Mutants were being being treated like complete shit, like complete ass. Second class citizens. Big time, and it was they're locked.
Trying to herd them all to Geneva.
Yeah. And you got parents if they see their kid has a mutant ability, they're like, oh yeah, you're damaged. You're out of here. It's kind of messed up. It was a lot of hard shit going on in that whole universe. And
I'm not saying that Marvel can't do the gritty stories.
No.
It's just they focus a lot more on their omega, their cosmic level.
Yeah,
I agree. Yeah, that's true.
I think Rob, that's more for the event stuff, and it's it's almost like apples to oranges. You know what I mean? It's hard to compare the two.
True.
But I think you're right. That's the perfect way to say it.
A lot of these writers have written for both Marvel and DC. It's like comparing them too much, it's hard to find someone who's only written for one or the other.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
You could talk about how dark and gritty the Dark Knight Returns is, but then it's like Frank Miller also did Daredevil runs back in the 70s.
Yeah.
With the Man Without Fear in the mid 2000s, so it's like
Mm-hmm.
And you can't get much grittier than Punisher Max.
Absolutely.
Punisher Max or that Destroyer Max miniseries.
But Punisher is a good example of a character though that's pretty raucous, man. As far as just pure
raucous.
I
love it.
Even Spider-Man goes to really fucking dark places.
Yeah, that's true. There's time.
Yeah, let's not ever mention One More Day, shall we?
I was thinking more Craven's Last Hunt and the death of Gene DeWolf.
Oh, I know. I'm just saying, I was thinking about dark moments in Spider-Man that I don't want to think about ever again.
Yeah.
One More Day. Come on, Aunt May's old. Let her die already, Pete.
Yeah. So, what?
Your old broad had a good run. Sometimes it's, you take the horse to the glue factory. Come on.
Damn, Josh. It's not like he died or hit purple or nothing. Jesus Christ. Anyway. Senator of Florida. God.
So Russ, you seem to have probably the most reservations about the list. What's your biggest one?
I just think there's a lot of good story. Like, come on, man. I know you have really good points about the Killing Joke, but dude, that's a good fucking story, dude. That's great.
It is.
Yeah, that's good. It's good. I know you can pick it apart. I know you can, but it's still good.
My biggest problem with it is number one, it's the Alan Moore book, and I hate Alan Moore.
I know.
Alan Moore is a bit of a cock smooch, but
and number two,
he's an arrogant son of a bitch too.
Yeah, and number two, the ambiguity of it.
I agree. But throw that aside, it's still a really good story.
It is.
I do
truthfully enjoy year one more than I do The Killing.
Okay, I do too. But I can't believe it's not on the list. I mean, I can't believe it's not. Like, oh, time for second, you're out of there.
Well, yeah. I mean,
it's hard, dude.
Tough way for like the structure of this is like maybe next year. I feel like we should do this yearly, right? And
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, new shit can come out. We're gonna change our minds.
if we got something in fourth place, but then we got something tied at third, whoever wins that gets third, but then the loser gets bumped down to fourth, and then everything. I know that's like more work for you, Nick. But
no, that's fine.
Yeah, we could,
That's not
we
a-
could do that, but that would bump off like our bottom,
yeah.
5. I don't have a problem with
that would completely change the list.
Yeah.
I don't have a problem doing that for next year. Let's keep the format the same for when
Yeah.
we do the independent comics.
Yeah.
And if you guys want to go ahead and do this around January of next year,
let's do it.
that way, because there's some big shit coming out. Like
Yeah.
War of the Realms is going to be huge.
That's what I
What?
Realm.
Wow.
War of the Realms is going to be huge. The new Guardians book is supposed to be really a game changer for Marvel. The stuff they're doing with Aquaman this year is supposed to be big.
Fuck yes.
So yeah, we could do that every year in January. We go through and check the list and see if anything bumps anything out. And next year, what we'll do is the tie downs will fucking vote and bump something, farther down the list. We'll keep the same format for the independents for next week.
Okay.
Well, for independents that we're doing next week, that's pretty much anything not Marvel and DC. That includes Image, Dark Horse, Mirage, IDW, anything that's not under the major 2.
Yeah, and hey, people in the chat sound off on this, man.
Yeah, we didn't get much response. I posted the Masterpiece Shitpiece group in the Realm page because I didn't want, if people were going to have a discussion, I didn't want to have it, clogging up the main Realm page. I'll do the same. I'll do the same thing with this list. I'll post a link in the Realm group. And you guys can just ask to join the Masterpiece Shitpiece group, and of course we'll accept you. Not a problem. But yeah, I don't want to clog up the Realm with another, poll or anything after we just got done with the year-end shit.
Another gratuitous stupid list.
Yeah.
And these are something where I steadily just steal people's ideas. You know?
Yeah.
It's like you always, but then like as soon as you hear someone else's, you're like, shit, I didn't think of that. Or this one, I feel like the indie one will be definitely more run based as opposed to event based, right?
Like there's some chalk there too, though. Like
yeah,
it's gonna be It's gonna be an interesting discussion because
because it's funny because like I just kind of thinking of titles.
Yeah.
Well, I already know what my number 1 on that list is going to be, and it's my number 1 favorite comic of all time.
That might be me too.
And we are including Vertigo in the independent list. So that's
So Josh, your number 1 favorite comic book of all time is neither DC nor Marvel?
Absolutely.
What is it?
That's
The Crow.
incredible.
He's not wrong.
But
It's The Crow.
like it's
Dude, that is such an amazing graphic novel. James O'Barr.
Yeah.
like they
Have
got.
you ever read it, Sam?
No, I haven't. Shit.
Do me a favor. Read it and then laugh again. Trust me. That shit is. I have a very difficult time reading that book because it is a very relatable story in a way.
Yeah.
And I have a hard time making it through start to finish on that story, but it is a powerful story for me, and it's absolutely my all-time favorite comic ever.
See, and like the thing is with the independent list, Vertigo is going to be in there, and like there's so many books from there that I'm just going to be so pissed off that nobody else read them or nobody else likes them.
Shit like Neil Gaiman's Sandman.
Sandman, my number one, nobody else is gonna like. I know that.
Don't say it.
I'm not going
That's-
to, but I'm just saying.
Funny because like we go through these different companies, like the rules are different for each one. So it's like I feel like with these lists, I'm starting to realize because I'm always like, what's the difference between Marvel and DC? Like there are these group of superheroes, they make comics, they make movies about them, but now it's like I'm starting to see what it is, right? And but with the indie stuff, it's like you can't do run because the run is the problem. So
Yeah.
like,
And
Yeah.
there's a lot more. I mean, there's stuff that has to be on the list just because of what it is and what it means to independent comics.
and just imagine Nick like your favorite indie comic, and then another writer taking over after
Yeah.
7. It's like what? Like you fucking.
I mean, there's gonna be two books on there that I know I don't enjoy, but I know that they have to be on there.
Just for like historical purposes.
Yeah.
Okay. Because yeah, like that like, the rules are almost different for each one of these. So I get with indie, it's just titles.
Yeah.
Title. And like for me, like what Josh said, like my number one on here is my number one comic of all time. So tough
Wow.
stuff. Tough stuff.
Man.
Yeah, my number one DC book didn't make it.
What was your number one?
What was your number one?
All-Star Superman, I think. Let me make
Dude,
sure
that's a
before I
good
start
story.
talking shit.
And I think I had it. Did I have my on my
Yeah,
list?
actually, no, my number one did make it. Yeah, okay, yeah, and I'm happy with my list. Mine was Morrison's JLA,
Mhm.
Run.
The Judas Contract, Batman Year
Really?
One, and then All Star Superman, and at number 5, The Black Glove. And then I had our winner, Long Halloween, at 6.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that, our number one was my number one. yeah.
Sam's number 1 was Long Halloween.
You know what's hard about this? though,
Rob's
because, like-
number 1 was Killing Joke.
right.
Russ's number 1 was Red Sun.
Russ's number one was 0 Year by Scott Snyder.
Fucking Christ. And Josh's number 1 was Watchmen. So it just shows you, the different breaths that we all,
Right.
The different
Yeah.
tastes
Yeah.
that we all have.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. It's just all everyone's gonna like different books for different reasons, and so I don't know.
Well, Nightfall and Hush were both on the list, but they didn't crack the top 15.
Well,
Yeah.
Hush was up in one of our votes.
Hush
Was
was
that for-
Hush was on one of our votes.
It's like number 13, somewhere
No,
in there.
we went Birth of the Demon over Hush,
Right.
Yeah.
which makes sense.
Yeah. Sorry,
Yeah.
Birth of the Demon's better. So take that, Walter. Take your Hush.
I will
No,
agree with
Killing
that.
Joke. Killing Joke would have been number 2, but nope.
Yeah.
Hush it.
We'll change. We'll
was-
change the voting next year so that we can slide down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I told you-
it'll
I
take
told
it'll
you.
take it'll take a little more time. It's not going to take any more effort on my part. It's just this was the easiest way to do it for the first year that we're doing it. So next January, what we'll do is the ties we'll vote on, and then whatever slides down, we'll have to vote on to the next place. Like
What we should do is just have everybody take the original list and then edit it where they think their new pick should be.
well, okay, like we have tie for
Well, we can
the-
figure
the
that
tie-
out
the
off
tie-
there.
the tie for 15 would still be the same way. The next tie would have been the tie for number 12 with Death in the Family, Man of Steel, and Dark Victory. Okay?
Yeah.
So the two losers of that
Would get bumped down.
we would bump down to 13, and then those would go against Sinestro Corps. And
And
then
then-
what we would have to do is bump down again.
Where we're
The,
gonna do a
loser, the
lot.
losers of
So
the
basically,
losers
you
of
need to
that, we
start
would
at
go
the
with
top.
Black Glove.
Basically, then you need to start at the top and start bumping down.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a lot of
Alright.
votes. Yeah. Democracy.
Hey, I always said this show was a democracy. I'm not a dictator.
Yeah, man. I know you. I know Mikhail Gorbachev. Go ahead, Bubba. It's all
Hey,
good.
I don't have a fucking wine stain on my head. Fuck you.
That is true. Go ahead. He's got
All
like,
right.
a Russia on his head. Anyway, go ahead.
Guys, but we're going to stop here in a minute, but stick around because not only did we have the cool intro, not only do we have the theater with all you sitting in the front row. I see you out there. We got something else at the end of it, so stick around and watch.
All right, guys.
They all are.
This has been Masterpiece Shitpiece Theater. We love y'all. Peace, love, and hair grease. Thanks for watching. Thanks for putting up
Good
with
night.
us. Love y'all. Good night.
And just